SwiftUI's @state property wrapper lets us modify properties inside our structs. And so, as our program changes, we can update our view properties to match those changes. However, things are a little bit more complex when dealing with UI controls. For example, if you wanted to have an editable text field that it can type into, you might write something like this. A form, text field, enter your name, and then below that we'll just do text hello world again. End the form. So this tries to create a text field with a text view below. But as you can see, this code is not working. SwiftUI wants to know where can we store the text field has. The actual string inside the text field. And remember, views are a function of their state. This text field can only show something if it reflects a value that's stored in our program. What SwiftUI wants is a string property somewhere in our struct that can be shown inside the text field. And it'll also update whatever the user types into the text field. And so we could try this. Var name is an empty string, and use that for the text field. Text field, enter your name, text name. However, that still won't compile correctly because SwiftUI needs to be able to update the property as it's changed. As the user types into text field, it should change here. So we might then say, okay, fine, it's going to change its program state. I'll say @state private var name. And we're getting closer, but that still won't work. Our code still won't compile. The problem here is that SwiftUI differentiates between show the value of this property here and show the value of the property here, but write any changes back to the property as they happen. Hello? In the case of our text field, Swift needs to make sure whatever is in the text field here is also in the name property, so it can fulfill its promise that our views are a function of their state. That everything the user can see on the screen right now, come on then, visible right now, is actually stored somewhere else in our program as raw data. And so, SwiftUI gives us two-way bindings. We bind the text field so it shows the value of the underlying property. And then we also bind it so any changes we make to the text field are written back to the property. They update the property as they happen. In Swift, we mark these two-way bindings from our state with a special symbol so they stand out. We write a $sign before them, like this, text $name. And this tells Swift it should read the value from name, but also write it back as the user is typing, store it back in that name property. And so with that in place, we can now go ahead and try using it. I'll press Command R to build and run our code. Give my dog a scratch at the same time. Come here, you. Oh, good dog. There we go. And now I'll select enter your name and type something. Now with typing, you can have the keyboard visible if you want to. But if you press Shift Command K, you get a hardware keyboard so you can type using your Mac's keyboard instead. It's much nicer. So I'll type Paul in here, like that. Before we move on, let's modify the text view below to show the value of our name property. We'll say here, your name is string interpolation name. Now notice how it's just name, not $name. That's because we don't want a two-way binding here. We want to read the value, yes, but we don't want to write it back somehow, because that text view won't change. There's no way of modifying its content. So I'll press Command R here, and now as we type, both will update automatically. Your name is Paul. So, when you see a $sign before a property like this one, remember, it makes a two-way binding. The value of the property is read, but also written back when it's changed.